Dave Robertson not available. First question from Dave Bassett. Go ahead, Dave.
Hope all's well, Dave. Just wanted to check in with you about the bullpen this year and how well it's picked up your starting pitchers. Has it been even a surprise for you to get this type of production from them?
Yeah, first of all, thanks, Dave. And you know what? It's obviously when you look at the surface numbers, obviously very good, and you know, probably not expecting that amount of performance, but I was expecting good things from our guys. We really made a conscious effort in summer camp to have guys be able to get left and right out, to take advantage of matchups, to be able to go up and down, inning, down, you know, getting out in the next inning. So all those things, we've been able to do that, and those guys have been executing pitches and taking advantage of matchups. So it's been really good, and we've also made a lot of defensive plays to help all of our pitching. So it's been a good – the pitching and defense part has been fantastic.
How big of a bonus has it been to get what you've gotten from Ross Stripling so far, considering everything that's gone on with your rotation?
Well, Ross has been a consistent piece for the last 4 years, you know, in various roles. But obviously earning an opportunity to start, you know, not having David Price around. So for him to step up and prepare all quarantine and build himself up, and now to go out there in big league games and to go out there and give us quality starts after quality start, it's been huge, but not a surprise.
Dave, and last one, I think you as a manager can appreciate this question more than most. Being a former leadoff hitter, you guys really haven't gotten that much out of the left-handed leadoff hitters. Are you considering maybe Mookie being that guy for you against all comers, or do you feel like you can still ride this out a little bit?
Well, I think, you know, certainly you talk about the leadoff hitter, the role, the spark. I absolutely understand that. But I think that you look up and down our lineup, and there's really not anyone swinging the bat considerably well. So, you know, just to have Mookie in the leadoff role, I don't think makes everybody in the order get hot. So I think that we're still finding ways to push some runs across. So, you know, right now I like where we're at.
Does the on-base percentage and the OPS of your leadoff hitters, does that concern you at all, or you just have to be patient with it?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that obviously having Muncy in there at times, he's a traditional on-base guy, and he's just not swinging the bat well. So, you know, we've tried him in the 2 and the 5, 6, and right now he's just in a little bit of funk. He's going to get out of it. I don't think that the leadoff spot is the reason. You know, Jock right now has hit leadoff many times over for us in years past, and he's not swinging the bat well. And that's just kind of, it's just more magnified. These guys have taken 40, 50 at bats. I absolutely understand that it's a shorter season, but you know, they're gonna get going.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Next question from Alana Rizzo. Go ahead, Alana.
Dave, thanks for taking the time. Just wanted to ask your opinion on why you think, I know we've talked about this a little bit, but why you think perhaps the batting average all across the league is down. 4 guys in your starting lineup tonight below the Mendoza line, but it doesn't seem like it's just, you know, just the Dodgers that are scuffling offensively.
Well, I think the short answer is starters are not going as deep there's more guys in the pen, so managers are matching up more. And there's a lot of big power arms in pens across the league. So I think that, getting to see guys a third time through, just managers have, 10, 11 guys in the pen these days. So I think that's probably a big part of it. And also, I would assume typically in a season, pitchers start a little bit ahead of hitters and then they start to catch up.
What's the best way to go about getting to Garrett Richards early?
Well, we saw him a week ago, so I think that's a plus. He's 93, 94, 95 with the sinker in on the righties. He throws a slider and a changeup. I think for us is just to, hone in on a certain hot zone, nitro zone for us. And at times he'll nibble and try to get us off the plate and try to chase. But I think if we can be stubborn to our zone, I think we'll get him.
Thank you.
Next question is from Mario Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, first of all, do you have an update on Corey?
Yeah, Corey, yesterday he swung the bat, did some running, did some playing catch, and came out of it feeling good. So today, I think he did more of the same, the baseball activities. So it's just going to be a slow progression. I don't know when he's going to get on the field and take batting practice, take grounders at full speed. Then we'll know more. But right now we're still okay with, again, the versatility that we have to just stand pat.
And the IL, is that still in consideration?
Yeah, it is. But like I said, for the next couple of days, we're okay kind of sitting where we're at with that.
And did Kelly have his appeal hearing?
Excuse me?
Did Kelly have his appeal hearing?
He did have his appeal hearing, and we should know here in the next couple of days the result.
And just, I'll preface this by saying that the importance of batting order can be overstated and debated forever. And I know that you're not the only one with input for your lineups every day. But with Mookie, at the beginning of the season, you guys used Mookie in the leadoff spot all spring training, all training camp, and then kind of surprised everyone by not leading him off on opening day. And I'm just, when you did that, you said you would do it for the foreseeable future just because you were, a little wary of opposing teams using openers and bullpens and all that. Why continue not having him in the leadoff spot? He's a plug-and-play guy who's been an MVP as an everyday leadoff guy.
When you're talking about one player and lineup construction where, he hits leadoff once a game, and the numbers to last year are very similar as far as production. And now you're taking in 8 other players in a lineup that particular game that matter as well. And so when you potentially give them matchups and make it a little bit more difficult for the opposing managers, I think that has some value too.
Okay, and just going off also the offense across the league. You mentioned starters going deeper into games. It seems like the shifts have increased across the board against right-handed hitters as well across the league. There are different variables involved. Do you think the game is getting too far away from balls in play? Do you think, is this like just a progression of what we've seen, or is this sort of just a weird season and the rosters are allowing managers to do different things?
Well, 2 things. When you're talking about the shifts, those are balls in play. So if you're going to talk about strikeouts or swing and miss, not the same conversation as far as shifts. I think the hitting is down because they're matching up more, and there's more power arms, and there's more arms at managers' disposals. So, I think that's part of it, but I do think that it'll kind of right itself a little bit here in the next few weeks.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead, Eric.
Hi, Dave. You have Muncy at designated hitter tonight. You've rotated a good chunk of guys in there. I think seven guys at the position. Has the split kind of worked out like you had planned, or has that really been more dictated by injuries in the early going?
A little of both. Muntz is a guy that we've been running out there a lot. So to get him, playing a little bit more second base than I envisioned, but to get him off his feet a little bit, I thought is beneficial. And the hope is tomorrow, give JT a DH day. But yeah, Corey, certain times he was DHing to get him off his feet. But yeah, I think it's worked out pretty well.
In terms of the guys at the USC camp, there were 3 guys who were on the injured list who are not on the 40-man. Yusita, Thomas, and Rex. I was just wondering, are they in camp or are they still on the IL?
They're still on the IL. They're not with us.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I have time for one more. Go ahead, Clint.
There we go. Hey, what's going on, Dave? Just kind of wanted to get your feel. We're seeing Austin in the lineup again. You had mentioned yesterday he was going to go probably 3 or 4, or sorry, Smith was going to go 3 or 4 this week. Just kind of curious how you're feeling about, some strides Barnsy's making with the bat and what he's working on right now.
I think that, he's working on, there's some things mechanically he's working on. I just have a lot of confidence in what he's done, his track record of getting on base, taking good at bats, and we're trying to get him to clean some things up mechanically. The hitting guys, I think, are doing a great job. I can't expect it to just show, right now, but I'll bet on the long view that it'll continue to get better. But my plan originally was to, split some time with both guys, and then once Will gets his legs under him, to give him more. I think he's taken great at bats and has earned it, but Austin is very valuable as well. And I expect more from Austin offensively, which I know he does too, but defensively, even when he isn't performing offensively, is still of huge value.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.